A question that has to arise out of becoming aware of the illusion of reality has to be whether we can remember what is real. Can we actually remember where we came from before we came to be here? Yes, you can, and we have, and I do. The single most important part to all of this is what you are before you came here, before you took on the memory imprint, the illusion of who you are. You see, you can never truly forget anything. That's the wonderful thing. Nothing is ever truly forgotten. When you entered the program, you did not lose the memories of what you are or have them taken away. You were entered into the memory shell of a program character that has become your identification of thought and memory, a character in a program. It is like being an actor and taking to the stage. You take on a persona based on the script that is written, the costume, the illusion of history and the fictional backstory of the character's life. Whilst you are on stage, the character's well-being and integrity are essential, but you are still playing a character. The nature of the character does not ever change the real identity of the actor within. That is how you must see yourself, because by waking up, the illusion of reality must be balanced with your life. You must become a duality, what you are, within who you are. Light within life. You may ask, how is this possible when I don't remember anything, or everything around seems so insurmountable, confusing, or even frightening? The answer starts with being quiet within, to be so very aware of what you are, and to remember you are more than who you believe you are, and to put love into everything you do. You don't need to be afraid. The memories of who you believe you are, and every experience of everything you have ever done in this life or previous lives, are a part of your journey here. Beyond that, I need to also explain something. Some of us here are human, and some of us are not human. That is the simple truth. And so memories will differ. In the end, it simply does not matter as long as you wake up. There is no greater or lesser. There is no wrong or right. There is only the remembering of what you are. Let me give you an example. In 2010, Diane and I were retiring to bed, deep in discussion about the meditation techniques we had been working on for some of the new programs Diane was writing. It was an exciting discussion about creating experiences that allows one's mind to travel beyond its physical consciousness. As we got into bed, we sat upright against the headboard, propped up with pillows, and chatted away. After just a little while, Diane stopped talking. I have just had a vision, she said, and I am still having it. I am in both places at once. I asked Diane what it was, and she described it without hesitation. She was walking along an air bridge, the kind you walk on when boarding a plane, but this one was in space. The top half of the bridge was clear, and she could see the space beyond to the most magnificent display of stars she had ever seen. As she described it, her eyes were alight with wonder and awe. Diane continued to describe it to me. The walkway led straight forward at a slight downward angle, spanning a long distance. The entire area beside the space bridge was a gigantic space station. It was so vast, Diane said she could not see the edges. It was light in colour against the starry space behind, with many transparent decks, one atop the other, as she looked across and up its external structure. Diane described it as luminous before continuing. She could see large starships docking into areas of the space station, slowly coming to rest. Hundreds of them. I was listening intently, trying to commit everything to memory, when I felt a little dizzy, like I was shifting somewhere. And quite suddenly, I could see it too. And it wasn't my imagination. We were sharing some kind of psychic link, sharing the same memory, the same experience, and I could see it like a TV screen. I could see the ships, the space station, the rampway before me, everything. I must have let out a gasp because Diane asked me what was wrong. I told her. She then asked me several questions about it all in rapid succession, and I answered each one. Diane confirmed it was the same as she was experiencing. She then said she knew what was going to happen next and asked me if I did too. I did, and I told her we were going to walk down the rampway and it would bend to the left, then end at a junction, then we needed to turn right. I laughed as Diane let out a wow that meant it was exactly the same. We cross-checked again. In our line of investigation and research, it was standard practice to recheck and expand on visions in order to verify our experiences. But this experience was not a vision. It was a memory from where we came from beyond here. And in a staggering sense of recognition, it felt like we were only there a moment ago. Diane and I followed each other's commentary, explaining and cross-checking the memory every step of the way. Finally, we got to a door that slid open to the left, and we stepped into a large area that could only be described as a bridge or command area. An enormous window faced the stars with a clear view of space and beyond. At this point, Diane suggested we write our observations down and compare notes afterwards. We did just that, and they also matched. This memory has never left me, and it is one of the many experiences Diane and I had as we remember the real from beyond this program. Remembering this experience is really no different than when you go through your everyday life and a dream breaks through, except this time, here, we were dreaming and reality broke through. I know which one I prefer.